Good morning. We are starting our introduction lecture on foundation course for those of you who have opted for cost and management accounting profession. At the outset, let me welcome all of you to this wonderful prospective profession in the area of management accounting. You have a very bright future with an excellent opportunities to practice as well as work in corporate world if you take care to complete this course with the required amount of hard work and perseverance. Students, as a cost and management accountant, you are going to deal different aspects of corporate governance. One of the most important aspects is the managerial accounting. An accounting that provides very vital information to the management for taking a decision with regard to future of the organization. In fact, the entire management accounting deals with the futuristic aspects of the organization with the fundamentals of accounting providing the information. But in order to use this tool of management accounting effectively, you as a student of cost and management accountant need to have a strong footing in the accounting discipline. So this course that has been introduced in your CMA foundation is going to provide you that basic foundation knowledge in accounting. You must take care to understand the basics of accounting to an extent of an expert so that when you use this accounting information for generating management accounting modules and information, you are quite competent enough to use this accounting information for a specific use for managerial decisions. Come, let me take you to the various aspects, meaning of the term accounting. Now, the accounting profession has a great significance in the area of business. In the modern world, there is no business entity which does not use accounting information. You take even a small shopkeeper in your locality, he maintains accounting information, and you go to a big company that also is engaged in maintaining day-to-day accounting information. Especially since in the modern world, the term business is not a one-time activity, but a continuous activity. There is a need to maintain proper records of these business transactions. And accounting is such a record. Accounting is such a language. Accounting is such a process which helps the business entity to develop and maintain that information system. So therefore, the accounting is very significant in every aspect of business. When I say business, it's not merely a business transaction, but even for business decisions. As a student of cost and management accounting profession, you must come to realize the great importance of business decision in today's business entities. If you make a wrong business decision, you might have to close your business. You must take a proper business decision so that the business grows according to your expectations for profits. How to take a proper business decision? Though one cannot precisely define the correct decision, but the process of taking business decision needs to be based on strong information. There can be different types of information systems. One of the most significant information system is accounting information system. As a management accountant, you would be taking various other types of information, but the most crucial information system that you need to use, adopt, is an accounting information. So we are going to discuss the basics of accounting and to ensure that you as a student of cost and management accounting profession gets a strong footing in the accounting area. Actually, what does the accounting does? It deals with economic transactions which are entered into by individual entities, proprietorship, partnership, or even big companies, not only within India, but even across India. So what I mean to say is that the process of recording structural information on economic transaction, which is known as an accounting, is a universal need. It is a universal practice. So therefore we need a universal language. The modern accounting system which you are going to learn is that universal language which provides information about all business entities, in fact all economic entities in the world. Accounting is concerned with providing information about business transactions. And when you structure it based on certain concepts, principles, and practices, it's the modern accounting tool that we are discussing about. Accounting information is a legal necessity now for tax purposes, income tax purposes, goods and services tax, that is known as GST purposes, for running a company, for running a partnership firm, for running a cooperative society, or even government entities, banks, etc. You need accounting structure, accounting information. A businessman can't go to the bank and ask for a loan without providing accounting information about its business entity. Even farmers nowadays require proper accounting information so as to gain loan from banks and other financial institutions. Tax and other authorities need accounting information. Globalization and accounting information, even in the international world, that is when you want to trade with people in other countries, one of the basic tools by which you link with the people in other countries, either as creditors, either as debtors, or even as investors. If you want to invite investors from other countries, you need an accounting information to present to them that why they should come and invest in your business. So therefore, accounting has a tremendous role to play in the modern economic world, and as a student of a corporate profession, cost and management accounting profession, you need to have an emphasized focus on learning these accounting concepts. Let's take up what is the structure of the course of accounting profession. All over the world, pure accounting profession is known as either a chartered accountant, like in our country, chartered accountancy profession, certified public accountants in USA, or some of the names given to the profession in different countries. While the professional name may differ for this accounting, the fundamentals of their accounting is same, and that fundamental accounting is a financial accounting. So you may ask, what is the cost and management accounting? So one of the very important set of accounting is a financial accounting system, which deals with the fundamental transactions of business entities which has been entered into, and making these records of business transaction of an entity into a readable, appreciable, understandable financial statements based on concepts, principles, accounting standards, etc. When these accounting information, financial accounting information, is extrapolated, is rearranged, refocused for the purpose of management to take a decision, we get into what is known as cost and management accounting. While financial accounting is about the organizational transactions presented in a financial statements for reporting to outsiders like stakeholders who have contributed capital into the company, into the business, to the tax authorities, legal authorities, investors in other countries. Cost and management accountant is exclusively concerned with accounting information required for running the business by the management. It provides accounting information to the management. That is why it is known as management accounting. Cost deals with costs of economic activities performed by entities. So you have your three cores: the foundation, the intermediate, and the final. And in this foundation, you will be given the basic knowledge of accounting, very important chapters relating to accounting, so that your ground on accounting is very strong. Based on this, you are taken to various areas of cost and management accounting in your intermediate course, including some of the advanced topics in accounting, and same is the final accounting. For example, when you come down to financial accounting relating to companies, there are a lot of complex areas one has to understand. One has to understand the accounting standards. So, till final, these accounting subject will be developed, but in the foundation course, we will try to ensure that our understanding of accounting is very strong. Having done this, accounting is a practical subject. You must get an industrial exposure, work in some real economic entities, so as to get exposure to how the accounting systems are evolved, maintained, and used. Just for information, some of the leading accounting firms in the world who do cost management accounting work also are KPMG's, Deloitte, Ernst & Young, Pricewaterhouse, etc. In your foundation course accounting, the important area that we will be discussing is, first of all, we will be spending few lectures on basics of accounting. What is an accounting? Why accounting is required? Objectives of accounting, and then the concepts of accounting, the basic principles of accounting, and certain conventions which have been followed by people who maintain accounting records. Then the accounting framework. What actually is accounting? What is the process of accounting? What is that system which we are talking about? So journalizing the transactions, getting them to a permanent shape of ledger, preparing a trial balance, and then preparing the financial statements. That framework, the accounting cycle. Once we understand this framework, we take up specific issues of recording business transactions, general business transactions, specific business transactions, leading to financial statements based on globally accepted accounting principles. It is not customized accounting principles, no. The language of accounting is universal. Any person who reads an accounting statement prepared by you would be able to understand the same way as you have prepared and as you have understood. That is precisely the accounting language that we are going to discuss. Preparation and interpretation of financial statements. Having created accounting records of economic transactions, how do you prepare financial statements required for it as per the law, etc. Last, you need to practice on fundamentals. In this course of accounting, though of course I shall be explaining to you with illustrations and one or two problems, but ultimately it depends upon you. How do you solve various problems on the topics that we have covered in the syllabus, and practice yourself to an extent that you have a good understanding of what are the accounting process, what are the issues involved, how to tackle under various situations and all. Mind you, an understanding of an accounting is very essential to be a successful cost and management accountant. In fact, the entire costing and management accounting is futuristic in perspective. In futuristic would mean that how this business is going to take place, shape in immediately next year, next to next year, what are the decisions to be taken today so as to ensure that the strength of the business goes out. So while financial accounting will be dealing with the past, the cost and management accountant deals more with future. But in order to develop a proper perspective on the future, you need to have a good understanding of the past transactions that has taken place, that has been recorded under the financial accounting system and in the financial statements. And I'm sure with this good background of accounting in introduction course, foundation course, you will be able to understand your advanced topics on accounting very well. I wish all of you very good luck in an excellent profession of cost and management accountant. to emphasize to you through my personal involvements that I am also a cost and management accountant in practice, and I'm sure when I'm emphasizing to you, I'm expressing my own personal experience and a desire that all of you who have opted for this cost and management course do very well in accounting area. Thank you very much.